So welcome to Boxing Media Hub, proudly in partnership with Falcon Contracting and Jam's Boxing Chat. And with me now, I've got Emmet Brennan. How you doing, Emmet? You all right?
Oh, good. Yeah, 8 days out from my next fight. So, camp is just finished, and I find the last week a little bit boring. I just itching to go. So, yeah, look, just trying to keep focused on the job ahead next week.
You just seem so chilled out.
Yeah, yeah. Look, not much phases me. I suppose the good and it's a bad thing. Like even in the dressing room, would you be this chilled out? It's my nature. It's who I am. But like sometimes you do wish you were a little bit more nervous before fights because nerves can be a good thing. But I'm one of very few people that are just cool and relaxed before a fight.
Yeah, to be fair, you are almost horizontal. I'm not going to lie. You're just one of the guys that just seems
Yeah,
fair enough. Go with it. Whatever
yeah.
happens. And as soon as you go in the ring, the switch comes on and off you go.
That's the
Um,
way it is. Look, although I'm quite laid back when I'm outside of the ring and I'm outside of training, but once I'm in training and once I'm in the ring, I'm fully switched on, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, no, 100%. Well, and it all started July 2023, and it's been a great story so far on the pro circuit.
Yeah, like look, I went pro at July 2023. We took that fight on short notice. It was like 3 or 4 weeks we took her on. We just wanted to get going, and wherever show was coming up, we were going to take. And we fought a lad, a journeyman. He had 50 or 60 losses, but he was quite durable. No one had
Yeah,
really fought him on their debut. Most people had fought him after like 10, 11, 12 fights. And when I fought him, he had one or two draws against lads that had were 13 and 14 and 0. So it wasn't a risk because he was a journeyman, but it was a good opponent in your first fight.
yeah, and I think that's the thing, isn't it? People say, "Oh, about a journeyman and all the rest of it," but these guys know how to make things difficult. They know how to get you to change what your game plan is and how your approach is, and because that's what they do, aren't they? They're there to be awkward, and they'll nick a win if they see an opportunity. They'll have it.
Yeah, and in fairness to him, he was technically sound. Like the first 5 rounds I won quite handily without ever looking like I was going to get him out of there. To be honest, he was quite robust and he was tough. But then in the first 30 seconds of the last round, he went for it. He came out and he was all
Yeah,
guns blazing, which was great to get in your debut. And to be 100% honest, it shocked me a little bit. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was going to go the rest of the other 5 rounds, but like it was good that I got that in the day because like for 20 seconds of the last first 20 seconds of the last round he was on top, and I just flipped the switch and put him on the back foot again and let him know who he was in with. But it was a great experience.
yeah, and as you say, that's what you want. You want a mixed bag because there's going to be guys in there that leave stuff to the end. They're going to think, well, I'm going to just chuck the kitchen sink at him now, and what a debut. And then you go and win a title in your second fight. You don't hang about, Emmett. I'll give you that, mate. You don't hang about.
Nah, so like I'm 33 now, so like it's not like I have time to hang about. We knew that going into the pro game. Like I obviously came out of the Olympic Games, and you have a little bit of a pedigree from that, and you're obviously have to be quite good and technically sound to get to the Olympics. So I probably there was never any point in really fighting journeyman after journeyman after journeyman. I'm
Yeah.
gaining nothing now of it. So yeah, that was my intentions when I went pro was first fight, get
Mhm.
whoever we can. Second fight, try get a Celtic title. Now I didn't know it was gonna plan out like that. You want that to happen, but you know the pro game yourself, like not
Yeah,
everything goes to plan. But I'm lucky Darren Barker's my manager, so he can open up a few doors for me. But once he opens up the doors, it's up to me to do the work, and that's what I done last November. That was obviously a great platform. It was on a matchroom show.
yeah.
Katie Taylor undercard. You're not really getting bigger and better than that in your
I was going
second
to
fight.
say, that's a
Yeah,
dream, isn't it? That's a
yeah.
dream.
Second fight as a professional, the Trey Arena. It's about a kilometre from my house, so you're literally in your second fight. You're not getting much better than that.
Yeah. Tell me you walked to the arena as well.
Um, I actually stayed in the Fighters Hotel that week, just for the reason that I wanted to be away from the family home for the week, and I just wanted to solely concentrate on
Yeah.
boxing. But I actually did walk back to the house after the fight.
That's all
Yeah,
right then. That's all right.
yeah,
I'm gonna say, come on. There's a limit.
yeah,
But
yeah. Because there's a few of us went back to the pub next door to my house, so I think about. There must have been about 15 or 20 of us walked home. It's literally a 10, 11, 12 minute walk. So we walked home after the fight.
oh, mate, I bet that you were buzzing, absolutely buzzing. And Jam has put big up Joel and Emmett. It is nice to be back in Dublin after your last fight in the States. How do you find fighting over the pond? More nerves, less nerves? We've seen people fold on the US debut.
Yeah, so I went over and fought in New York in March, and it's probably the biggest learning curve of my career so far. So, like, for me, my main thing in boxing is I'm always well prepared. I do everything 100%. And it took me eye off the ball when I went off to New York. I don't know what it was. I went over with a fractured hand, which isn't ideal.
No.
But we got the opportunity to fight in New York, and the hand was sort of in the process of nearly being healed. So I went over to New York with no sparring. I was there for 3 weeks. I didn't I didn't do the weight correctly. I just made a lot of small little mistakes that I would never ever normally make. But in hindsight, probably the best thing that has happened to me, because I know I've made them mistakes once. I'll never make them again in my career. We fought a lad that was, I think he had like 10 wins and 8 losses, but he was good. And coming up to the fight, a few people that said to me in New York said, "Do not underestimate this fella. He is good." And they also said, "I don't know why you're fighting him in your third fight." So at least I had that going into the fight, that I knew he was good.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
to be honest with you, if I wasn't technically as good as what I was, because my preparation was so bad, he would have beat me. I grinded out the win. Probably won maybe 5 rounds to 3, 6 rounds to 2, but it was a competitive fight. He definitely pushed me the whole way. His name was Devon Lee. He was tough, he was good. And like that, he was coming in off a knockout victory over a lad that was 17-0. And I'm fighting him in my third fight. So experience wise, I couldn't have gotten much better experience than that fight.
I was going to say you. I don't think you've had an easy fight. You know, your first three fights, you've had a real mixed bag of what you've had to deal with and different circumstances. And as you say, with your hand as well, you know, that'll play on your mind, even though, you know, I know you're a pro, but it's there, isn't it? You're always going to think, is it going to hold? You know, you're going to have a mixture of emotions. Yet we're landing at another Celtic title fight. You just this is going to be a cracker as well, because I've spoken to Kevin previously, like a few years ago. Really nice lad. This is going to be a proper dust up at the Three Arena again, isn't it?
Yeah, so again, I was just talking to my manager there about 2 or 3 months ago, and I was like to Dad, look, we need to get out. We haven't been active enough this since I went pro. So I'm pro 13, 14 months now. This is only the fourth fight.
Yeah,
Albeit we had the fractured hand and stuff like that, and 1 or 2 fights fell through on fight week. So I was like, look, we need to get active. Ideally, I want to fight for the title again, whether it's my light heavyweight Celtic title or we go down and fight for the super middleweight title. And Darren obviously has a lot of connections in the game. Reached
yeah,
out to Tom Lofter, and they were coming to Dublin. So, um, we're in with Kevin Cronin, as you said there earlier on. A lovely lad, seems very respectful, very nice. Um, but unfortunately, it's the boxing business, and that doesn't always win you fights. So I'm 100% confident that I'm going to do the job. Just in terms of technical ability, in terms of styles, I just think I beat him. Um, I beat him in every way possible. I don't think there's a way that he can beat me. In the lead up to it, he said he's gonna come and have a war. I don't really understand why a lad that's 6'2" is gonna go in and have a war with a lad that's 5'11", unless he's trying to be a bit like Cambosis and have the art of deception. Like, because if you're
Yeah,
looking at
yeah.
it, Kevin's best bet of winning this fight would be at long range. He's 3 or 4 inches taller than me, but for me, I'm gonna come to fight and I'm gonna try to get him out of there.
Well, well, the fight talk's out there now, Emmett. Big
Yeah,
up
and
from
it's like
Hawthorne.
it's not even like, I'm not even saying that in a disrespectful way. It's my style is coming forward, and it's pressure, it's smart pressure, it's trying to counter him when he's throwing on the inside, and the only way, like, the way I see it ending is inside the distance. Now, if you've seen me training over the last few months, I'm training for an 8 round war. So if it does go 8 rounds, I'll be there and I'll be ready for it.
Oh, mate, it sounds an absolute cracker, I tell you. And is it being shown in the UK?
Yeah, so it's on UFC Live Pass,
Yeah,
UFC Fight Pass, sorry, UFC Fight Pass. It's it's a streaming app, and it's available worldwide. So it's quite a big platform. I hear
yeah,
Dana White is actually going to be at the fight as well. So, um, look, you're fighting on one of the most powerful man in one of the most powerful men in combat sports. You
yeah.
have to put on a show. You have to put on a show. Like, this is something that will get people talking. Also, the fight that I was in last year on Katie's undercard, that was the best fight on the undercard. Stole the show. It was toe to toe with a lad, Jamie Morrissey. I have a feeling that this fight is going to be very, very similar. It's going to be fight of the night. And look, Kevin will play his part in that as well. But um, I have no doubt in my mind that I'm going to come out victorious.
Quality, quality. You've hyped your own fight. Do you know what I mean? I don't even need to. I don't even need to build this one, Emmett. It is
Yeah,
what it is. Both of
it's
you
not
lads
even.
are
It's
nice
just
lads,
been.
and
It's
you
being
deserve to be in
honest.
this position.
Yeah, it's being honest. Like, it's the fight is eventually, we're gonna be sent out the ring with each other at some point in this fight. It's gonna happen, whether it's at the start, whether it's the middle, or it's the end, and it's gonna end up toe to toe. Again, with my power, my experience, my technical ability, I think I'm just gonna have too much for him. But that's not me even trying to sell the fight.
Yeah,
Everyone in Ireland is talking about this, that it's gonna be the fight of the night. Like, we've got a good bit of media coverage behind the fight, so it's not me trying to build her up. It's just, it's how it's gonna go. You know yourself, when you look at a fight and you say, this is gonna be a cracker. It can't be anything but that. This is one of them fights that's gonna be a cracking contest.
well, yeah. To be fair, when I saw it come out that you two were going to have a fight, I thought this is great. This is a great fight. And you know when you, as you say, in your own experience, you know when you see those fights come up on paper and you go, that can't not be. That
Yeah,
can't not be. It's got all the ingredients to be something special. And you know, you're both going to give everything. It's for the title as well. It's a proud title for an Irishman as well, isn't it? It's a big title for you guys to hold. And it's a big title generally. Do you know what I mean? But I know what it means to you. So yeah, I can't wait. And as I say, there's a lot of people. Yeah, I was at your last fight, the Three Arena, last November. Great fight, Håkan from Sweden. Yeah,
yeah. So,
jam.
like,
Big,
as you mentioned there, like, the Celtic title, it's a great title to have. It's like your first. It's the first title that an Irish person would really go for. Then after that, you go for the Irish, and then you're going down the European route, or wherever it may be. So, what this can do is open up some serious doors for me.
yeah, yeah,
Last year, I won in the second fight, and potentially that would have opened up some serious doors, but I fractured my hand about 2 months later. That sort of nullified that. For me, this is about getting my face back out there, getting the
yeah.
name out there, getting an impressive victory, and then pushing on the way I should have pushed on last year. Like, it's sort of like, obviously you can't have any regrets because it's a fractured hand that happens. Like
Yeah,
it just happens.
exactly.
But it sort of put a stumbling block into where my career was going, and this time around, I'm not going to let that happen.
No, 100%. And as I say, I'm just going to pick a few comments out for you. My wife's jumped in, as I said, she probably would. She's put, "Oh my goodness, that accent." Well, that's enough of that.
Yeah, she's gonna get me into trouble. Skip.
Mate, put it this way, I ain't going to throw a punch at you. And Jan Street, yeah, it's a great accent, the Irish, ain't it? I love an Irish accent on a lady too. She's put, honestly, it's the most beautiful accent in the world. There you go. I'm done, mate. I'm done. But yeah, as I say, they've just been nattering the whole time about Irish accents. Yeah, it's going to be a cracking night. As I say, I looked at the rest of the card as well, though. Really good card, some really great names on there. But as obviously a boxing fan that you are yourself, what fights are you looking forward to seeing in sort of the coming months? What are you looking forward to seeing?
It has to be Beterbiev, Bivol. That's the big one, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
big one. Like to me, I'm favouring towards Bivol. Maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I would have gone slightly in favour of Beterbiev, but I just think with the age, Beterbiev's coming off a knee injury. I think he might get an operation as well. So you don't know how mobile he's going to be. Whether he ever was mobile or not, I don't know. He's just a wrecking ball. But when I'm thinking of the complete fighter, I just think of Dimitri Bivol in my head. He has absolutely everything. The only thing he's probably missing is that small bit of like elite power. But I can see him edging this probably maybe by could 2 rounds possibly.
yeah. Yeah, it's a
Um,
tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one, and it's one for the boxing purists, isn't it? This is one that fans are really going to get stuck into. This, and we've had a lot from Turkey Al Sheikh, haven't we? And Saudi Arabia have really delivered on some of these cracking fights that we've wanted to see for a while, and let's see what happens in the future. Who knows? Who knows, Emmett?
yeah,
Let's get.
like you look at the doors that he's opening, and like it's literally probably the tip of the iceberg what he's done so
Yeah,
far. You look at like 18, 24 months down the road, he he could even be in like smaller hall shows where he's putting like the best of the best crop coming through, fighting each other. You don't know what he's gonna do. But he has been a breath of fresh air in boxing because he's making the fights that were never gonna be made. Like you look even Boah, they probably would have avoiding each other,
yeah,
looking for a bigger fight. It's high risk enough for both fighters. Although Joshua should win, it's still high risk for him. Whereas he probably would have taken an easier fight in the past, but the money is there. Wembley Stadium is there. That probably wouldn't have been happening if it
yeah.
wasn't. If it wasn't for Turkey after getting into the boxing. So yeah, it's going to open so much roads and you don't know where it's going to go.
No, 100%. Well, Emmett, I wish you all the best. 20th of
Thanks, bro.
September at the Three Arena in Dublin. It's going to be a cracker. As I say, I wish you both the best at the end of the day, that you both come out safe at the end of the day. That's all we wish for all the fighters. But what a fight it's going to be. I can't wait to watch it. Do you want to give a shout out to anyone, Emmett?
Yeah, look, shout out my sponsors, Fight R, Robus, Pain and Performance, and Pat and Barbers. And cool refrigeration as well. They've all helped me massively, and you know yourself, without sponsorship in this game, it is impossible for any athlete to train like a professional athlete full time. So without them, September 20th for me probably wouldn't be happening. So yeah, thanks and a big shout out to my sponsors.
No, thank you very much, Emmett. Please just give a shout out to my wife, Rachel, because she'll kill me
How's
otherwise.
it going, Rachel?
That'll do it. You'll probably copy
You
that.
get me into trouble, by the way.
Honestly, Emmet, I really appreciate your time. And yeah, everything you're doing, mate. Cracking start to your career. And yeah, I just wish you all the best in the future, mate. And hopefully we can pick up after the fight and stay in touch and see what the future holds.
Will do, Joel. Thanks for having me.
No
Thank
problem
you.
at all. Thank you very much and take care. God bless.
Bye bye.
See you, mate.